Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is the second in my summer series called Yard Sale Sundays, where I show you all the things that I found that week at yard sales and moving sales and estate sales. So if you like this kind of content, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. You can give me a thumbs up, and of course you can always find me on Instagram at Nicole Northgarden. Here we go. Of Yard Sale Sundays, I went to a citywide sale. I got several things. I divided them into categories. I have kind of a practical category and then a decorative and collectible category and then an outdoor category because I'm starting to do a lot of planning for my deck and for my porch and for my yard. I'm a big gardener, and so I got a lot of things to remake into things for outside. First, I'll start with the practical and kitchen-y type of things. My daughter loves to eat ice cream, so I bought her these ice cream spoons, and those were $1. Then I also got a new ice cream scoop, which is great. And then I also got these, and these are for, I will put together a picnic basket. It's really an outdoor eating supplies basket that I like to keep handy in the summer. We love to cook out. We love to spend time out on our deck. So got 6 of those for $1. And I know that I've seen them at other sales, and I don't know why I didn't think to pick them up. So I can keep my eye open for more. I would like to have 12. Then in one of my previous hauls, you might have seen me pick up a brass candlestick, which made a set of 3 because I already had 2 and I was making a set of 3. And I actually use those a lot. And a lot of times I will use the emergency candles from the Dollar Tree, which I think you get 8 or 10 in a box. And they burn very nicely. Highly recommend them. They're the shorter white ones, but I am out of them. And then I found these, and there's 10 of them, and he was only charging 50 cents. An even better deal than the Dollar Tree. So that's it for kind of the, oh, nope, I'm telling you why. That is not it. There's also, okay, this was from a free pile at one of the sales. I need to clean it, but I am always hunting for lids. My pots, there's like a skillet and then a pot, but they came with one lid that you're supposed to share between the 2 of them. But if you have 2 pots going, what are you supposed to do? So I'm always scrounging, or I'll use a cookie sheet to cover. So very useful to have another pot in that, another lid in that similar size, and it was free, and it's Calphalon, so that'll be useful. And then I also got this. This was 50 cents. It's made by Corning, and it's made to hold a Corningware dish. So you can set your hot Corningware in here. It has like this hard bottom, so it won't burn through to your table or to your counter. And it looks nice when you're serving. So that was super useful and only 50 cents. Now that takes care of the useful items for the indoors. I think next I will do the decorative and collectible items. The first things I got were from a sale, and I talked to the woman. I love to talk to the people at yard sales. And this woman's mother is 101, and her name is Marie. And Marie crocheted these when she was in her 60s. And I just think they're beautiful. They're all different patterns, and I don't crochet avidly. I mean, I do a little bit, but I don't know the names of patterns. So if anyone knows if there are certain patterns that these are, please let me know. But I just thought they were so pretty. And I use them in my house. I'll put them underneath displays, or like I'll stack 2 books and lay a doily over, and then maybe display some flowers or something out, a clock or something. And I will give you a little tour of how I incorporate my thrift finds and my yard sale finds into my decor. That is coming. But for now, you can know that that's kind of one way that I use them. So I love this one. I just think it's so pretty. Such hard work and craftsmanship went into making those. And you've probably seen in my other hauls, I do like biscuit cutters as a special, as a particular collectible. So here's a biscuit cutter. I have one other like this, but this one says made in England, which I thought was kind of cool. And then I adore this one. This is a bunny. I just thought this was so adorable with a green handle, which I always love the colored handles. So I paid $1 for each of these, and I don't think I said it. These, she was charging 20 cents for each of them. And I was like, oh my goodness, I feel guilty even buying them. But she wouldn't take more, but I talked her into letting me pay her $0.25 for each of them. So I paid her $0.25 for each of the doilies, and then $0.25 for each of these. So that was fun. Then I also went to another sale, which was hosted by a woman who used to own an antique shop. And I love antique bottles, and I found this really pretty. I love the color blue. She told me a long story about the bottle. It belonged to her aunt who lived here in Minnesota and unfortunately found out that her husband of 30 years had been cheating on her. And one day she up and left her whole house and moved to Alaska with like just the things she could carry. And so this woman who was hosting the sale and her mom had to go and clean out the aunt's things. And this was one of the things. The aunt was like, I don't care what you do with it. And so she took some of the things, and the bottle was one of them. So there you go. I always like to know the story behind the objects that I have if I can. So that was interesting. That's an interesting story, at least. Sad, but interesting. So, okay. Then I went to another sale. She did have these trays, which I adore. They're tin. I really only wanted the green one. Oh, there's things stuck to it. Look at that. I didn't even notice that. It's like tape or something. I will get that off. But I really wanted the green one because I love this color. But she sold them both to me for $1, and I thought that was a good deal. It says Social Supper Trays is the company. I'll show you this one doesn't have a sticker, but I'm guessing they're probably the same maker. So there's the sticker. Social Supper Trays. I thought they were really cute. At the same sale, and I kind of got these two items to go together. I got this little antique teapot, and it's the same kind of color, and I was thinking, oh, I could stand this up. If I don't put it on a table, I could stand it up on a shelf and put this in front of it and put some like white floral in front of it. That would look really pretty. Maybe a stack of old books and one of my doilies, and look at that. I've got a beautiful display. So I like that green color is really, really pretty. Okay, and then also another decorative item. You may have seen in my Friday thrift finds. Got to get the names of all my shows down. But in my Friday thrift finds, you can see behind me actually, I bought this blue piece of pottery, and then I got that to go with this blue piece of pottery. This is a baker up here, and they're both by the same company. And I was thinking, oh, it'd be nice to have another item in that same color. This is not the same maker. This doesn't have a mark on it, but I thought it was really pretty. It's that same color, and she only wanted 25 cents. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it and put it in my hutch, and it'll kind of give me that 3 thing that I'm always going for. Now I'm going to move on to there's 2 Christmas items, and then the rest is for my outdoor space. Christmas items, this was from a free pile. She's got a little mistletoe ball, because I actually don't have one, so I thought that would be cute for Christmas time. I thought these would be great for like gift cards, and there was 4 of them, and I just thought they were really cute. And, you know, burlap. I love burlap. I mean, who doesn't love burlap? Now we move to outdoor. I'm going to insert a clip, probably right now, of some things I got from a free pile for outside. So this is what I got from the free pile at 2 different houses. Sorry, my flag is casting a shadow. So I got trellis, which is great. So I'll use that in pots for climbing plants or for some of my veggies. And then I got these, which I love, just little pieces of fence. I don't know if I'll keep them on there, or I'm probably gonna make some signs out of that. So I got those to make some projects for outside. And then I also got some more things from that same free pile. I got 2 popcorn tins. Now I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, what is she gonna do with those? I have those all the time. I never know what to do with them. I am going to show you in a video what you can do with these to make lovely little planters for your outdoors. It's gonna be great. So stay tuned for that. So I got 2 of those for free. Then I love having metal animals in my gardens, my garden beds. Well, I got a rooster. I thought that was very cute. It was $1. And then I got this, which I'm going to use, I guess it's some sort of feeder. I'm going to use it as a bird feeder. I was going to put seed and redo this a little, make it prettier. It would be like a little trough, and they could sit on here and eat, or it will probably wind up being the squirrels that are eating, but that's fine, whatever. I've accepted that fact. 2 more things. I got this pot. I think this is my favorite item of the haul. The brand is Savoryware, and if it had its lid and was in good condition, it would probably be worth like 30 bucks. I looked it up because I was feeling guilty about my plans for it. I wanted to make sure, I'm like, oh, I'm not ruining a good object, right? But I think she had it outside. It's in pretty rough shape. I am going to use it outside as a planter. Now, I haven't decided, am I going to drill holes in it or am I just going to do rocks and see if that's good enough for drainage? I don't know. If you're appalled by the fact that I might drill holes in this, please let me know, because I do have like slight guilt about like putting holes in a pot. I don't know, because it's meant to be a pot. But really, if I'm upcycling things, I should be able to like change them and it should be fine. But I don't know. Just let me know if you think that's a bad idea. Last thing, I'm actually going to turn the camera around because it's kind of big. Okay, so this is the last item. And these flowers are hideous. I think I'm going to paint it. I know rattan and its like naturalness is coming back as a style, but I'm not that into it. So I'll probably paint it white, but my whole plan for it is to use it as a little shelf to have potted plants on. I thought that that would be a good use for that. The story behind that is that I saw it and then I left it because it was $3 and I really wanted it to be $2. And I went to the next sale and another woman had one very similar for sale and she had hers for $15. I was like, oh. So I was like, I better go back and get that shelf. So I went back and I paid $3 and I'm actually very happy that I did because it's going to fit very well out on my deck outside. So, okay, so that is all that I have for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this second episode of Yard Sale Sundays. I know I certainly enjoyed showing you all the things that I found at the citywide sale. If you like this kind of content, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And you can always find me on Instagram at Nicole Northgarden. I post little bits, you know, if I find weird stuff at thrift stores or little teasers about videos that are coming up. I enjoy spending the evening with you, and I hope you have a great night. Take care.